Okay, welcome. This is Linus Wilson. We're playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the final two bonus mastery challenges. So there's mastery challenges 2. You start out with 9, then you open Odin's vault, and then you get to play 3 more, which is kind of like a twist on the replay of what you played in Odin's vault. So. I guess there are some spoilers for the mastery challenges here. Excuse me. But, I don't think it's any surprise who the boss is. If you've been playing Valhalla, if you played Mastery Challenges 1, if you did the Tombs of the Fallen especially, I don't think there's any surprises here. But here's the warning. Okay, so we're going to Dunwick, right? This is where the Odin's Eye led you, and they actually just step on the Odin's Eye at the end. The initial Mastery Challenges 2 quest, so now it's gone. It's in pieces on the floor here, but it opened the door, and here we go in this Isu vault with a Freya statue. And we're going to do the wolf. So, let me see if I can bring this up. Now, I just uploaded a video about the mastery challenges. Yeah, so this looks good. We'll share this on Twitter. So one of the reasons why you want to do the mastery challenges, besides just for fun, is because you can get duplicate weapons in the mastery challenges too. So I just uploaded a video summarizing that, summarizing the findings that we talked about in the previous live stream, but we went into more depth in and showed you the process of how we figured that out. Since then I've and let me see if I can bring up the chat. I haven't been looking at the chat, but since then I experimented with save and reload, and then went to Hildebrand's shop with enough money to buy each armor piece, and then I would buy the armor piece, and then I'd level up, and then I'd go back to her shop, and her shop didn't reset for that. I could still buy duplicates of the leaf bow and the sickle, the raven sickle. Alright, so I should be able to see the chat now. We'll change the name of this stream. I noticed I didn't even have the I didn't even have the correct video game in the meta. Okay, so maybe that'll help. My general take on Valhalla is we're in year 2, right? That having trouble with the controller now. Maybe my batteries are low. I want to put some new batteries in the controller before proceeding. Okay. So Xbox, you gotta put batteries in your controller. I recommend getting the chargeable ones, otherwise it goes through so many batteries. I don't know if the rechargeable ones are more energy efficient or not if you factor in the cost of electricity. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, yeah. So those batteries work. I guess the other ones were low. But yeah, PlayStation, definitely the rechargeable batteries in the controller are nicer. You know, I think generally people like the haptic feedback in the PlayStation. Yeah, I don't know. I think at this point with Valhalla, they should put an end to it. I think that they should just do NG Plus, don't roll out any more content than they've already promised. So if they promise the Tombs of the Fallen, then do that. If they promise these things. But I think they just should put an end to it, because they really... I think it was a nice idea that they had a year 2, but I don't think that it makes a difference. Alright, so we'll try the Trial of the Wolf. So there's this focus of the Nornir. It's a little risky though. The thing that with this is we need to hit weak points, and they'll restore some health, so that's good. But we want to hit a bunch of weak points, right? It's easier to get the headshots than the weak points. You're going to eliminate Hilderan automatically. You know, you just kill all the little Hilderans. But the weak points are the really hard part for this one. Okay, so let's do it. Meditate. Trial the Wolf. Okay, start the trial. Right, and you always have a loadout with these, and I don't know, maybe I should switch to the, so I'm not looking at OBS, but I'm looking at the actual screen, if it comes up. Okay. We don't want to hit any fire for sure. Here we go, we got one coming. I don't know. Maybe she has a chest weak point. We're supposed to hit both weak points. So this one definitely has a chest. She's got a... So there you go. It looks like weak points are 27. So those are 2 weak points, and then 49, 10 headshots. So it looks like we need to hit 15 weak points, and then the headshots not so much. So I wonder if these guys have 2 weak points, because it looks like... So we just want to get the headshot there, because look, she's got that. Okay, so I think the axe people, they only have the weak point in the chest, which is the hardest one to hit. Oh, darn it. And I don't know if that was not a headshot or a weak point, because I accidentally got some fire arrows. Okay, we got a weak point there. Yeah, so you know, it's the chest one is just like kind of bugged. That was a headshot, but I think we missed the weak point. So it's kind of a balancing act here because we don't. Oh. Darn it, I hit the exit button. I was trying. That was such a quick exit, I didn't mean to exit. Well, anyways, I wasn't recording that, so we'll try it again. I thought that was going reasonably well. I just don't know how many we can miss. And the loading screens are so slow on the Xbox Series X here. You know, the loading screen doesn't even turn, right? And, you know, I don't think this is a fault of the Xbox Series X. I think this is a fault of Ubisoft and what they've designed here. Valhalla is such a monstrosity that we've got these 2-minute loading screens, which is something from the 90s. Right? I just think they need to cut Valhalla. Right? It's just the thing. And you know, I think the player numbers have shown that. You know, I've been seeing that for months. Is why you know, can't create as much content as I would like to for Valhalla because there's just not the player base to support it. Okay, so let's start recording. Okay, right there. Okay, so we got the headshot and the weak point. See, we can't miss the arm weak point person, so all the arm weak points we must get. So that was focus of the Nornir. So we've had 3 weak points so far, and 3 headshots. So I think the focus of Nornir is just a little dangerous because she comes out, Eivor shoots so many times. Yeah, and we didn't get a headshot or a weak point there. But it's like the body weak points are bugged, right? They're not properly showing, right? So we don't know where the weak point is. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, we got that. I was just getting a little overwhelmed there. So that was why I did the focus of the Nornir. But you want to avoid doing that as much as possible. Weak points. So it's 27 each. So we got 5 maybe? Okay. Oh, we got our weak point. That's great. Okay, so we've got 2 more headshots to do, I think, and then we've got quite a few more weak points. And I think this lady here, we don't... Oh no, she does have a weak point. Yeah, the axe lady's just so fast. And it's just, so that was a headshot. I mean, it's the weak points are just mismarked on the axis, and so there's just like no telling like what is a weak point. So if you hit that region, it doesn't matter. I mean, it might be a weak point, it might not. I don't know. We don't need any more headshots. We just need weak points, so that we just need to pelt her midsection. Well, she just died on her own. Yeah, great. Where's the weak point on this lady? Okay, now we're gonna go. Don't want to get too close to those. They're just so fast, in addition to the fact that their weak points are incorrectly marked. got a weak point there. We've been going after her weak point for so long. I mean, they are so fast. I mean, they're rabbit fast. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. And I really hate the trap mechanic. So yeah, because the weak points are so bugged, I mean, it's like we were 3 weak points short, and they require 15. So it's like, yeah, 27 times. Yeah. Okay, restart. Yeah, there's just like no telling where the weak point is, because that whole region is like, but it's not actually where it's highlighted. For the double axe one. The other ones, it would be fine if they were all like the other ones where they had the leg or the arm, or if they correctly marked it, but they don't, right? And this is like, this is kind of reminiscent of the Mastery Challenges 1, why nobody does Mastery Challenges 2. And that's kind of the problem with Valhalla, is that you look at the trophies, right? You know, the trophies for, and maybe we can do that right now. Like, let's look at the achievements. Thankfully, Xbox had the good sense to not add an achievement for this. You know, they had the achievement for the base game for the year 1, but I think adding year 2 achievements just is not good. So if we look at the achievements, okay, so complete Dawn of Ragnarök. Less than 1% of the people that have bought the game have played Dawn of Ragnarök, right? And then, you know, complete all territories, like a quarter. And there are some trophies that are less than 0.1%, right, in Dawn of Ragnarök. And that's because so few people have actually played it. So they make an expansion for 1% of their player base, 2% of their player base, right? And the Mastery Challenge is part 1 to get all the golds. That's 0.34%. That's a free expansion. Now, that didn't come out like exactly when the game came out. That came out like June last year or something. But it still is a free part of the game, right? Most people probably stumbled over it, but earning all the golds and that's Mastery Challenges 1, not in Mastery Challenges 2, right? And a year later, almost nobody's done this, right? And even though everybody that has a game has this for free, I think if you just like look at complete all territories in Wrath of the Druids, that's 2%, not let's see, complete all territories in Siege of Paris, that's the second DLC, 1.3%, right? let's see if we can complete Siege of Paris. So 5% of people did that. So at least 5% of people have the season pass and have played it, or have played Siege of Paris. Yeah, 6% have a mastery challenge goal. Just one. So people have played it, but they don't like it very much, right? And the reason why they don't like it is because they, so like 7% have completed the Wrath of the Druids campaign. That's the first DLC, right? So you go from 7% to 1% by the third paid expansion, right? And you're just getting just a smaller and smaller fraction of their potential audience versus a new game, right? So I just don't know why they are going on with Valhalla at this point. I know it's a weird take to say. I think that you compare the post-launch content of Valhalla versus something that we're supposed to launch on the same day, launched a few weeks apart, Cyberpunk. There's been no expansions. There's been no substantial expansions at all, free or otherwise, to Cyberpunk. And they're talking about maybe they'll have their first paid expansion in 2023. Expansion. So I'm just saying that in terms of like Ubisoft and the amount of development resources, and even though it's easier to create expansions than new games, how's it going, Faith? It also just doesn't make a lot of sense for them to be putting in more and more expansions. I think they need to like wrap up whatever they've done and say goodbye. We're going to take a break, because it just. There's not many people playing Valhalla anymore, right? And there's not many people that are willing to jump into an expansion anymore. Okay, so we'll redo this buggy mastery challenge. Oh, speaking of bugs, what's this? Okay, here we go. Alright, so it's all about the weak points. The headshots are kind of secondary, really. I mean, you just do the headshots mostly to get rid of them. She's gonna come out here. And I just don't understand the thinking that you gotta have 15 weak points but only 10 headshots, right? Right, so we're at 3 for 3 with the headshots and weak points here, but then they just come on and get really crazy. Okay, so that might be Rulers. Okay, we got a stun there. We gotta make sure we don't. Okay, so both these need a headshot, basically. Whoa, look at all these that we have now. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think we got any weak points there. Okay, we can't afford to miss her weak point. Yeah, we've hit so few weak points, I think we're screwed. I don't think there was a weak point hit there. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think this is really too bugged. I mean, there's no way to know what these weak points are. No, that did not count towards a weak point either. If they were all so that they were... Okay, so it's also getting a little crazy. Okay, we got a weak point there. Oh, it's the weak point. Oh man, that hurts. That's it. Yeah. So that's also the risk of the... got a weak point there. Maybe it's low on their belly. We basically missed it. Oh, she just died on her own. There you go. Thanks, Ted. I don't know. We're coming up short on these weak points. 3 short. It would be a lot easier if they could do like 12 and 12 instead of 10 and 15. Right, so the headshots is so easy to get, and the weak points are so hard to get. And it's just the weak points on the chest. So I think maybe it's like the little part of the chest, kind of the solar plexus type part of the chest is that you're aiming for. It's not highlighted well on the body the way they've done it. And look at these reload speeds. I mean, you just get this blank white screen with the thing not even turning for 30 seconds. And all the mastery challenges, too, have been like this. That I was just trying to use the Odin sight, and then we did some sort of thing, which the weak points are only 21, and then we missed out on a headshot. That's awful, because it looks like they have this body weak point too. Now that counted as a headshot. That was weird. Okay, so 21 for each weak point. So if we're coming up 4 weak points short, not. There's one dude that's just like hanging out there. It's weird. Kind of stuck up there. It's kind of bugged. I guess we have to go up there. I guess is there any other ones coming out? No, just that one up there. Okay, right. Come on, let's go down. You can come down. So she's just gonna sit up there? You can hear it bugging out in the background. What is that sound? What's going on? Okay, that was really weird. I hate the traps. That was a headshot. Okay, we got the weak point. Nice. It's really low. Really low. Okay, so we do have all the headshots, but we're, if it's 21 each, 5 for 100, we need like 7 more. Come on. Okay, we got the weak point. There we go, got the weak point. Nice. Yeah, it's like really low in their belly. It's the low part, it's not the mid part. By Tori. Yeah, these are the last 3. I had the weak point on the other one, but she walked right into it. Oh no. no! I killed her without the weak point. Because of the focus of the Nornir. See, we're coming up 3 short, 4 short every time. Yeah, 4 short. Every time. Because those double axe ladies are like a third, and we're getting the weak point like, you know, 1/3 of the time, and they move so fast that not only do you not know where the weak point are, they just don't have any time. So you're doing like focus of the Nornir on them. So I think we'll give it another run, and then I just call it quits for this, and we'll try it later. Because I got other stuff to do today. I feel like I've done all I can with Valhalla, more or less. I've tried to help it along, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's just not worth my time. Even going back to really old games, you know, that not many people are playing. I think even things like Witcher, Ghost of Tsushima, those other things, I think there's more of an audience out there. Even doing some cyberpunk videos, I think it would be just a better use of my time. Okay, finally. I'm just trying to see if there was another weak point on her. So we still only got 2. I think it's just 1 weak point per person. So that's 3. There's 3 people. There's the dude. Okay, so this person is stuck again, so it's bugged again. And of course she's gonna like do the stabby thing with me here once I get up. Can you come down now? There we go. It was nice of her to pause. These are club ladies. Did not get the weak point on her. Ugh. I missed the weak point of that one. No, that was not it. I mean, the axe lady just never, like, calms down. And no weak point. Yeah, might as well just abandon this trial. It's over. Yeah, that was worse than before. One more. Actually, let's see. So, subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. Check out our video about how to get 2 duplicate weapons in the mastery challenges. That's out. Bye-bye.